This is a selfish question, only because I've followed your career from a while. And when I first saw you, it was films like Romper Stomper, Proof, Some of Us, things like that. And so for me, it really kind of established this appreciation of Australian cinema, thanks to you. I mean, and so will there ever be a time where maybe you'll want to go back and maybe do, not the same films, but something that kind of can
something
bring...
Australian?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, and I have tried to over the years, but you know, there's sort of a couple of things that happen where people don't want to respect the commerce of what it is for you to make a movie for them or with them, you know, and that's interrupted a number of great ideas. There's also a sort of level of pressure and expectation, and you know, young Australian director is doing their thing, you know, they throw a question out to the universe that it gets responded to, and now it's real, okay? So you're going to do it, and I'm going to be in it. And then under the pressure of that expectation, they fall apart. And that's happened a couple of times as well. So probably the time that I'll start doing Australian films is when I'm driving those projects and when I'm possibly directing them.
Do you think you would have, I don't know if patience is the right word, but if there is a new director and you've agreed to do a film with him, would you kind of approach it the same way that you did back in the day, or would it come with your years of experience and saying like, no, you should do it like that?
It has to.
So you would never work with somebody who might make a lot of mistakes and you might just go along for the ride?
Everybody makes mistakes, man. You know, even the best guys make mistakes, and you sort of, you know, but you're working together, and you know, there's a certain way that, you know, there's sort of fundamentals, you know. Movies work better made this way. And one of those things is that it's not a languid experience. You know, you arrive in the morning and you crack on and you do a day's work. Because there will be things that come up naturally over the course of X amount of months that will slow you down. You can't be the person that slows you down. You know, the director can't be the person who's, you know, making everybody wait. The director has to be the person who's leading by example and from the front. And you know, there's a lot of, you know, I can break down any room. I go into a room and say, okay, we're going to shoot this setup here now with 3 cameras, right? Or 2 cameras, let's say it's 2, right? And I can matrix this room so this room feels like to the viewer like it feels to you. What you can see, the viewer can see. Now, some other people can't do that, you know? And they'll go, all right, well, I need to be here, right? But if I'm just here, you know, I don't have this, I don't have him, you know, I don't have the atmosphere of what's actually going on here. I just have your head against a black background, and that doesn't work, you know, so, yeah, I don't think going and working with a young director who's making their first film is beneficial probably to either of us, you know. I think, you know, you can still be working with a young director that has, you know, X amount of experience, and then you can sort of bring some benefit. Because until they've done it, a lot of the things that I might discuss with them will feel to them like some alien is speaking gibberish, you know? But it's just like, you know, you exist in this plane here of a certain amount of experience, but I exist over here, you know, and I know, for example, that I can shoot, you know, 5 cameras at the same time on a 2-person conversation and cut it together with 2 takes. You know what I mean? I know, but they'll say, but mathematically, you can't be in the same place with those 2 cameras. And like, well, if you do that, you can. You know, there's lots of things, and you just pick up that knowledge over time. So, you know, it interests me in a way to always be, you know, setting the ground for new talent to come through. Of course, you know, it's of great interest to me. Actually, I should have said. But maybe a conversation is more helpful to them than me actually being in their movie, you know. But, you know, I've always seen with film that if somebody really wants to do it, if somebody's committed to the medium, that their opportunities come around.